Yo, 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 yo. People, what's good? It's your boy Jason Gooner, and we are back in the studio. This time we are here for another live watch along, people. It's the Concacaf Gold Cup semifinal. Don't have on a Jamaica jersey, people, because Jamaica ain't in it. But tonight it is Mexico versus Honduras, people. Mexico versus Honduras, the second semifinal. Just watched the USA Guatemala game. Very, very good game. Good fight shown by Guatemala after it looked like USA was going to cruise to victory. They were able to pin back the Americans all throughout the first half and also into the second. USA did get their chances, good saves, good blocks by the Guatemalan defense, but I think they can leave this Gold Cup with their heads high. Some very good performances, and they will feel confident going into their World Cup group that they might be able to pull a few upsets. And shout out to the Guatemala fans as well. They outnumbered the US fans in St. Louis today, which I wouldn't have expected to happen, but it was quite clear that they were ready to support their team, people. You see it scrolling along the ticker on the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. That's the best way to support us here at Jason Gooner TV. Please do drop a like on the video as soon as you enter the building. That is greatly appreciated, people. Also, we may not have the same peer groups. If you have any people that love football, you think that they would like this content, do me that favor, share the content as well in your various groups. That way the channel can continue to grow. We are so close, people, so close to 2,000 subscribers, people. So the goal for tonight's video is another 15, then we'll be even closer. So yes, let's try to get the 15 subscriptions. Definitely smash that like button to try to get it to the 50 likes, and we will increase the target if need be. But tonight we are here to watch this one, people. Alj enters the building, says, easy win for Mexico 3-1. Well, it was looking that way for USA, but it didn't turn out that way. Let's see if it's different for Mexico. I think that this Honduras team will be able to stifle them for long periods. If this Honduras team can not do what the US did, which is give up a goal early, or not US, sorry, what Guatemala did, which is give up a goal early, I think it will be a much better chance for them tonight. They will be able to, at the very least, deal with Mexico's pressure. But we know that it won't be the same situation in the stadium, in Levi Stadium, Santa Clara. It won't be the same. This is going to be a pro-Mexico crowd for sure. Honduras, I'm sure, will have their fans because they usually travel well to Central American teams, but Mexico is a different ball game when it comes to L3 in America in terms of the fan support. So I strongly predict a very pro-Mexico crowd. I was almost going to put on my Mexico jersey, people, but true me know Honduras won't have many fans. I wanted to stay neutral and don't pile on the pressure on Honduras. See? Yeah, but bless up, Algie. Up and running, say I dropped the first like on the video. Well, I don't really have a way to know if you were the first like for sure, but I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it, up and running, car. From you press it first and you're up and running, so it makes sense. Yeah, man, people. So we are very close to kickoff, about 20 minutes away. So we're gonna bring the teams on the screen for you guys. Take a look at who is starting in the match. We're gonna have a poll as well, because for some reason people forget about the whole like thing. So when you put a poll and you reference the like, seem to work out. So we're gonna try that style again, people. And I'm gonna put the ticker on the screen so in real time I can adjust it for you guys. Let's see. So I have Mexico, and Honduras. All right, now we're good to go. So we can change out the ticker. All right, so I have the Gold Cup ticker running now, people. Let's get the lineups on screen for you guys. These will be the starting lineups for both teams tonight. Of course, we have Ronaldo Rueda, long-time Honduran manager, taking on Javier Aguirre tonight, people. But Aguirre goes with Malagan in goal. He's been starting for this tournament. Julian Araujo, Bournemouth player, will be at right back. Then we have Johan Vasquez at Genoa. This is not correct. Roberto Alvarado will not be playing center back. It will be Cesar Montes partnering him. Left back will be Mora on that left-hand side. Alvarado will probably play up top. Hold on there. Okay, Mateo Chavez. Yeah, so Chavez, sorry people, so they have this all wrong. Mateo Chavez will be playing left back. Alvarez will probably be central in the midfield, flanked by Mora. I don't know how this is going to be playing out. Because, all right, well, let me see if we can figure it out. So Ruiz will play midfield with Alvarez deeper in midfield. Chavez will play left back. Alvarado, I would think, will be on the right-hand side. Vega, kind of central in behind Jimenez, and probably more at the left wing. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot different from what you see on the screen. Now Honduras, Menivar, who had a huge game last game to get them to this point. Very crucial saves he came up with in that one. Martinez and Maldonado in the middle. Crisanto, who has been playing well in the tournament, he's at right back. And Rosales, one of their better players, I think, playing left back tonight. Look out for him on that left-hand side, linking up with Kyoto, who tends to venture a little bit infield when they attack and leave the space for Rosales. Very good base in midfield for Honduras. I think the engine, they will provide that steal, make it difficult for Mexico to play their little patterns of play on top of their own box. Kept Kervin Arriaga and Davy Flores. Then we have Alvarez, the veteran, in behind Lozano, the striker, with Ramirez and Kyoto wide. Kyoto will, a lot of times, end up central in attack, but can keep the width as well. But like I said, typically Rosales is the one providing the width on that left-hand side. So that is Honduras lineup, people. And you see Mexico's, you look at the benches, you know, a lot of players for Mexico to turn to. You know, Santi Jimenez hasn't had the greatest of tournaments, but has been a better impact when he's come off the bench. Pineda, the veteran, is there. Cesar Huerta sometimes can change the game as well. Charlie Rodriguez, another one to look out for. And of course, Luis Palma doesn't get the start tonight. Maybe a surprise. Look for him to add his energy in the second half at some point. Also, Pineda having a good tournament as well. So Honduras taking on Mexico. Of course, Mexico, the overwhelming favorites, as you see there, you know, minus 333. Honduras plus 1,000 for your winning. So, you know, definitely huge underdogs in this one. But it is the Concacaf Gold Cup, and there have been some very, very strange results, or not strange, but results that people probably didn't see coming. So it could happen again. Bless up Journey Weather Sports. Hope all is well, my bro. God bless up yourself as well. God saying an easy win for Mexico as well. All right. I don't know. You know, I think Honduras will have nothing to lose tonight, and those teams are always dangerous. I don't see this one being an easy one, to be honest. I mean, even if they were to win the game 3-1, as Alj said, I think this game will have its ups and downs for Mexico. I think it won't just be smooth sailing, you know. Bless up, Chorus. Hope all is well, my bro. Good to see you in the building. Yeah, man, when I drop in the score predictions, Alj said 3-1 Mexico. That's an easy win, but let me know for real, man. One thing about the score line, maybe you can tell me when you think going to score the goals. Look, for me, I think Mexico, you can kind of tell when Mexico is going to have a night where they overwhelm and just suffocate the opponent. I think that's going to be something that I'll be watching for. How comfortable can Honduras be keeping the game at their pace? I think Mexico will want to play the game at a quick tempo, keep Honduras on the back foot. I think Honduras will at times try to draw fouls, try to dirty up the game, break up the play with niggling fouls. I think the referee is going to play a crucial role in it, because I think if Honduras have their way and are able to foul repeatedly and not accumulate the cards, I think you'll see a lot of the game being stopped by Honduras tonight. I think that will be their overwhelming thing they try to do, is just slow the game down, muck the game up, as people might say, call it. And if they're successful in doing so, I think that they can stay in the game until a late time in the game, and then anything can play. That one goal wins. Teams, the favorites typically start to get tighter the longer in the game they haven't put the game to bed. So, like I said earlier on, the USA were able to get the early goal, and I think that, even though Guatemala came to play after that, spotting them those 2 goals early always made it difficult for them. If Honduras cannot let that happen and, get to halftime, let's just say 0-0, or, maybe even shock them on a counter and take the lead, then anything can really play in this game. But we shall see. Mexico, I think, has been, top 2 best playing teams so far in the competition. I know they had some results that, had people wondering if they really are going to take it home this year. But, especially that Costa Rica game could have gone either way. Even the Dam Rep 3-2 game, Dam Rep definitely put up a hell of a fight in that game. Even the Mexico-Suriname game, it's 2 set pieces really that Suriname collapsed on, and they had their chances in behind and good opportunities attacking wise. So people were down on them a bit. I thought the Saudi Arabia game was a much better display from Mexico, a lot more control in the game. And I think that's leading into the game tonight. Now, Honduras, how they got here, quite amazing. Losing 6-0 to Canada in the first game. People pretty much writing them off after that. Good display against El Salvador, who I thought, similar with Jamaica, probably the 2 most disappointing teams in the competition this year. And then they got the better of Curacao in a tough game to end the group off. That game could have gone either way, but I think Honduras showed tremendous fight to get that result against Curacao. And then last time it took penalties, but Panama really didn't do enough with their 1-goal lead that they held, and Honduras just kept growing into the game. And I'm telling you, even if Mexico take the lead, Honduras has a way of just hanging around in the football match, and they could eventually get that equalizer just like they did. Now, Mexico does have, perhaps a little bit more quality up front. Definitely not perhaps, has more quality up front with the likes of Jimenez. So the difference really is if Mexico gets an early goal, if another chance falls to the likes of Jimenez, more than likely it's 2-0. So they'll just have to be ready for the start. I think, as I said, Mexico should have we should have a pro Mexico crowd. So that first 10 minutes, 15 minutes going to be crucial for Honduras to just weather that storm, and just grow into the game little by little. Jamaica is doomed, says Bertha. We ain't going nowhere. USA Mexico final as planned. Yes, of course, them always set it up that way, and it looks like they're gonna get their wish again. Bless up Martin. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Martin, in the building. Mexico struggled with Honduras recently. Yes, they did. If you look at their head-to-head matchups, they had that, I think it was a Nations League quarterfinals, I want to say. Let me see. So head-to-head, yeah. So okay, yeah, they beat them there, but there's another one too. Yeah, this is the one where they had them 2-0. And then this goal by Mexico to make it 2-0 was like 100 and whatever minute. Yeah, 101 minutes. And without that goal from Alvarez late there, they would have been knocked out at the quarterfinals in the Nations League. So it would have been us and Honduras in the semifinal. No Mexico and no Canada. So yeah, they have Rueda has done well against Mexico. I guess the one thing you can say is Javier Aguirre, he has not coached against this Honduras team, I don't think. Let me see who was coaching when they played the next time when they got the 4-0. I don't think this was Aguirre yet. Oh, it was Aguirre. Okay. So Rueda has gone 1-1 against him because they beat them 2-0 in Honduras and then lost 4-0 in the second leg. So yeah. So, like I said, man, they have nothing to lose. Honduras, most people probably thought when they saw them facing Panama in the quarterfinals, that was it for them. But they were able to get by. Manners and respect to you as well, Jagans. Hope all is well. Duckland say, yo, 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 yo. You know the thing, go. Big up yourself, Duckland. E. Ross in the building. Rouse. Big up, big up, big up. Yeah, man. Blessings, Martin. Blessings in the building. So, yo, let me know, people. I agree with Alger. And I agree with Alger. And I agree with Gart. Easy win for Mexico. Anybody thinking Honduras can pull the upset tonight? I just have a feeling Honduras going to muck up the game, man. Make the game ugly and, make Mexico retaliate and all that madness there. One thing, with them Central American team need to find an advantage that them got to, But Mexico understand that game, so don't think it will be as effective. So where is it? People smash a like on the video, same time. I'm dropping the scores in the comments. What you guys think this one going to turn up tonight? Should be a good match. We're having some decent luck with these watch-alongs, because the last one we did was Man City versus Al Hilal. That proved to be a classic. But I like an next classic again now. Oh, Daddy Dean, somebody finally going with Honduras 1-0. All right. I'm going to see if you know what you say. And next, yo, on the board, big up yourself, BM. Duke said 2-1 to Mexico. Yeah, Duke, I could see that. A close game. 2-1, even 1-0. Jason, we all know how this game will turn out. It's a Mexico versus USA final. We say, yo, can you imagine if all Honduras are leading, like 1-0, a 95-minute and a 8-minute the man them put up. Then it reach out 98, 99, them still a play. Mexico get a corner score, Them time them know people. Yeah, man, make them know eras, man. Smash up the likes and subs same time, man. As the place are going to pull up. You don't know. The other game tonight, though, people, was a good game as well, And I can't stop give credit to Guatemala. Because the man them really put up a fight for USA tonight. Diego Luna getting a goal in the 4th and the 15th minute. First one, an opportunistic one. The second one, just pure quality. Mashing up Pinto at the top of the box before rifling it home at the near post. Then we had all here Escobar, the youngster, in the 80th minute after a really good move by Guatemala. Some good interplay and passing on top of the box. He was able to find the low corner of the goal, beating Matt Freeze, and then, it was some close chances for Guatemala in the end, but Freeze stood up, the defense stood up in the end, and they were able to get to another Gold Cup final, the USA. So they await now the winner of this one. As most people saying in the comment section, USA Mexico final is set up as usual. So it looks like that will turn out to be the case again. These are the stats for the game, though. USA had 3 big chances. Guatemala ended up with 2. Look at the ball possession, people. First half, it was pretty even. Second half, Guatemala had the edge. Overall, 51-49. Guatemala edged it. Guatemala had 20 shots to only 12 for the US. 5 saves made by Guatemala's keeper, 4 by Freeze. They had more corner kicks, did Guatemala. Couple more passes attempted. US with more tackles. 4 yellow cards for the US, 2 for Guatemala. 7 on target for the US, 5 for Guatemala. Then you look at the balance of play. Pretty decent balance from the US, left and right side getting decent looks. Left side a little bit more favored in attack. Then for Guatemala, they as well did a good job varying their play. I'd say the right side with Santis and Herrera a little bit more popular than that left side. Um, so USA converted one big chance. The big problem in this game for Guatemala did not convert any of their two big chances in the game. Touches in the area, Guatemala had more, 20-12. So you can see pressure-wise, this game, even more of it played in US's defensive third than Guatemala's, and that should show you something as well. Final third entries, Guatemala even edged that 57-49. So again, people, obviously you can't take that much solace in defeat. But I'm telling you, after watching that game, if I'm Luis Tenor and I'm talking to my players, I'm telling them, listen, if you guys bring this same effort to the World Cup qualification window, trust me, we have a fighter's chance because they really and truly put in some effort in this tournament this year. I think that FIFA ranking will take a big boost when the July rankings comes out. As you can see, the referee for the game was O'Shea Nation, the Jamaican. Thought he did pretty well, handled himself well. The atmosphere is never easy in the Gold Cup. USA facing Guatemala with a bunch of fans in the crowd, big atmosphere. I thought he did a good enough job in the game. I have to give him his credit, O'Shea Nation. But that's it for the USA Guatemala game tonight. We are focused on the second semifinal, people, Mexico and Honduras. Yeah, I was gonna watch this game, so might as well watch it with you guys. You don't know football nights when you talk about it with some people. You see it. All right, so let's see. Jagan said definitely can't rule out an upset. Any number can play. Yeah, Jason, we all know how this game. Okay, I saw that one. 2-1 Honduras. Great to win Gold Cup. Ooh, say, and then them smash off USA face too. Jaja. Honestly, we should stop watching the Gold Cup. It's not worth it anymore. USA and Mexico winning for 25 years. Guatemala informed going in World Cup qualifiers for facts. Freeze versus Turner. Who do you think is better? Ooh, boy, two of them basically do the same things well. They're great shot stoppers, great penalty stoppers, but everything else, they suck. Terrible with their feet. Decision making, running off the line, terrible. In the air and crosses, they're okay. They're not like incredible, but they both can shot stop very well. And they both can save penalties very well. So, I mean, they're kind of the same. They're kind of very close to me. I don't really see much difference between them. I see they both have the same deficiencies, Did he found not guilty today? That's more interesting than this Gold Cup. BM, tap your eyes, man. This Gold Cup interesting. Even the USA, where say always go final, they weren't just placed in that final, brother. If you watch that Guatemala game, they must struggle. You know, see me just show you the stats. Guatemala more big chance and all kind of something. Luna performance tonight sent a message to Patch and players who did not come to Gold Cup. Yeah, I mean, that's what Landon Donovan and thing I say, him feel so vindicated how the man play and how much it mean to them and all them something, But to tell you the truth, Luna, I mean, he could, because Diego Luna, the way the coach like to play him, played 4-2-3-1. And him like to have one of the players have a little freer role. So if you notice, Berhalter was playing on the right, but he wasn't really playing like a right-sided midfielder. He was more tucking into midfield. And Luna was not really keeping the weight on the left either. He was kind of rotating. So if that's how he wants to play, Diego Luna's skill set really fit a little better than, say, a Timothy Weah, who is more of a natural wide player. So I mean, he could potentially still start when all the players come back. I mean, he's definitely talented enough. I still say he's the most what you call it now. When you look on him, you wouldn't think him a big baller. He just don't look like a baller to me, like the way him build and stuff. But boy, you have dynamite in him foot. He's a good baller, man. I remember him from U20, and I'm thinking, why is this kid not starting? But USA and them youth competition, they just rotate the whole 11. So I just happened to catch them on a game where rotation they are going. So when the knockout stage reach, at them time they see Luna start turn up. Good tournament, Guatemala, first semifinal since '96. Wow. So long for them. Yeah, man, they deserve it too. When you really look back on their performances, they played some good games. I'm not taking anything from them, but I think their heavy support made a difference. Okay. Only on a couple charges, him still a go jail. Yeah, I think the other two is still time, but him have some time served, so it just depends on the leniency of the sentencing and everything there. Did not check into that USA versus Guatemala till the 89th. Look at me see, go to that pressure. Yeah, man, Jaguars, you see from them go down 2 love, to be honest. Guatemala play better than USA. From the first, I'll say about 25 minutes. They had like a cooling break. You see, from that cooling break till the game done, Guatemala was the better team to me. I swear. Yeah, man, them that fight, man. Heart does matter. Yeah, it does, for sure. But the coach also tactically is very sound as a coach. How the man set out him team and the things where you see them doing to go against what USA does. You know, so you need both badly. You can't just have the one. Heart and no tactical awareness and none of them things there. It won't get in nowhere. Tony Miola was dissing the ref. Tony Miola had dunce bag. Me watch the game. Nothing was wrong with the ref. 2-2 draw, Mexico and penalties. All right, Brent. Yo, what more I know though? In semifinals, it don't go straight to penalties like the other one. Is this type of effort that Coach Mac wants to see? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The man them need to play like at them last game ever. Nation is the best ref in Concacaf. No, you know. Maybe I need to have that. I need to analyze that one day. Look at all the refs who get most of the games and really rank them. That would be a nice thing. I think all of them would rank low. I don't think I would reach a number one. Watching Guatemala tonight is like JA when they get up to goal, they shoot high or wide. They don't have that killer instinct. Yeah, I don't even know if it's not the killer instinct, you know. Sometimes it's just quality too. And anxiety, just getting too anxious. Oh gosh, already. I reach about what? 27 minutes. So that's not too bad. Usually I get wild long before that. God drop a super chat. Respect God to the super chat. He said Mexico is the favorite to win it all. Hope Honduras give us a good performance tonight. Well, God, respect again for the super chat, my brother. Thanks so much for that. And I agree with your sentiments. I actually do hope that Honduras give a good performance. I think they will. I think they will, Garth. But in the end, I think Mexico's quality will see them over the line. I just think their know-how and their quality will see them over the line. They're going to be faced with some challenges, though, God. I don't think that it will be a walkover tonight. Luna is a baller. Yes, I agree. Rate the kid, man. Rate him. Rate him from youth days. Scraping for every ball, just making everything difficult for them. That is true. I see why witnesses sometimes don't come forward. The system are free. Both not better than Blake, just tall white men. Or, well, I think that meant to say white and not wild man, wild men. But maybe wild, I'm not sure. I think white. How Bala build and look. Yeah, bro. Him does not look like Bala, like him look, you know, him look like a brother with us that play a little pickup game, you know. They charged him too high. There was no Rico, to be honest. Still belong in jail. Yeah. The Rico was madness. Always. 10 years or less. Okay. One day TV I watch. Well, I mean, I know, you know. Kind of late over UK, they know. So, I don't know. Semifinals go straight to penalties if it's a draw. The finals go to extra time. Okay, so just the finals. Thanks, BM. Come there looking at the regulations and rules, you know, and they never have it in there. So I wonder where we can find that. Probably on Concacaf website. Mexico 2-1, my guess. All right. Actually, I like that one there. You know. I like that one there, people. I think 2-1 as well to Mexico. Either 2-1 Mexico or 1-0 Mexico. But I like to do that. I like to pick two scores. So I'm going to say 2-1 Mexico. I think Honduras will put up enough of a fight to find a goal from somewhere. Maybe a set piece or like a range shot or something. Conrad, David laugh. Probably because I said the baller, wait, name that. Baller don't look like no baller. All right, people. Kickoff is approaching. 10:06 time, you know? Hopefully I'm not too far behind. I'm going to count down on the big screen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I think I don't know if they'll ever remove it in the World Cup, but due to the congestion of the schedule, they might, but I don't really think that's right for like a World Cup or Champions League to not have extra time. You know what I mean? It should just have the extra time, bro. 2-0 Mexico, say I had one. Big up yourself, I had one. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know. Maybe me's a traditionalist. More of them play the extra time same way, man. If anything, give the coach 2 so in extra time instead of 1. I'm still remember 2017. Blake don't get injured, we would have a Gold Cup trophy. Yeah, man, cause Ryan trying best, brother, but boy. Ryan in the name, can't see him, number 23, and him coach USA youth team now. Depend on him staff. Yeah, Steve was in the stands for the Jamaica versus England women's match. So I'm there in England, bro. And that match was Sunday. So I guess oh no, you know how I know same gone? Because remember, when Speed up on the radio and said they're gonna have a meeting, him said that it's a Zoom meeting. So from them time that the man gone back. So I probably left World Cup and go straight this one. Already Mexico I tried score. But Honduras, that was the veteran Maldonado. The veteran Maldonado got enough of a pull. Did they call a penalty? Oh, it was a handball and more, They missed it. Chavez. Maldonado kick him standing foot. But I don't think it will count. If Mexico score the first, crowd will carry them the rest of the match. Yeah. I said back, is they have to get to like, I mean, better if they could get to halftime, but just don't concede in the first 10, 15 minutes. They play the stadium, just lift up even more. Question, being capped means actually playing in a match, right? Not warming the bench. Yes, you don't get a cap for getting a call up. You have to actually touch the field. Yeah, man, that final was sure. Blake getting injured definitely affected the outcome. Absolutely. Mother Sill to Stockport. What do you think? Think it's a good move in the sense that Stockport clearly is a team last season that was in and around the top of that league. And I think based on based on them losing their talismanic figure up top, and needing some more creativity in and around that attacking area, mixed with what they have on defense, because they're one of the sturdier and better defenses. Korea Dyer's goalkeeper. I think it's a good move. I think that they are building a squad that can definitely compete in League One to get that promotion. And one thing that it does is it just makes him continue to be in a situation where, as long as he's fit and doing what he's supposed to do in training, he's going to play. So at this stage, I think him getting minutes maybe trumps like the level, for me at least. And Stockport put in a good investment for him, so that simply means that he'll feel wanted there. I think some of the things behind the scenes at Peterborough weren't the best. He had fallen out with the fans at one point. So I think it'll be good for him. He's in a situation and a league that he knows. He knows that he can be very good in that league. So, I'm looking for another step up in terms of output this season. So I think it's a good move. Yeah, Gada, but what is his first name though? Is Ryan his name? No, Ryan his name. I thought Madison would have gone to the championship. I don't think it makes sense for him to play another season in League One. Well, at the end of the day, the club going to do what is best for them. Peterborough, the selling club. So based on the money that I heard Stockport was willing to pay for the fee, it was a no-brainer for them. The championship clubs that were interested were looking to get him for a cheaper transfer fee. So, and he wasn't opposed to going to that club. So it worked out for everybody. He was going to talk to Jamaica ladies coach for his assistant coach. Amen. USA and Mexico final based on selling tickets for they both play their way to the finals. Or they both play their way. Okay. You want to know if them actually deserve to be there? Well, I mean, USA had to fight today. There's a giveaway by Mexico. Long shot. Oh. And Lozano, veteran striker from Honduras, didn't use the width that he had there. And Debbie Flores, you'll see that from time to time, he will attack that central defensive midfielder, try to get a turnover. And that time, the referee didn't see anything wrong. And Lozano puts that one just wide. Memorable. Imagine our local born players getting to a final. Tapa knew how to get the best out of those lads. Mexico ball them. Okay, so we could possibly scout perennial bench warmers from top countries. And he young too. Yeah. Mexico ball them early. Yeah. I mean, look, that's to be expected, you know. Mexico is a team that usually put teams on the back foot early, especially in Gold Cups, because typically them have all the fans and, you know, them up feet. But right now, Honduras struggling to cover the space well. I mean, it looks really open. More open than I'm sure Honduras wanted to be. Because I thought one of their main tactics would be to muck up the game, slow the game down, keep compact. But right now, the spaces are very wide. Mexico doing a good job of keeping the width in attack. So just looks like acres of space. Yeah, Ryan Thompson. Okay. Thought his first name was Ryan. Then we'll have a Ryan Johnson too. Striker. Many people seem to forget that League One is next door to Championship. Yeah, I think League One get a lot of disrespect, man. I think it was Football Guru one time saying that you know, there's no difference really between a JPL player and a League One player. I was like, damn, this man is wild. The local thing was overstated. Most of those players were playing outside of Jamaica. Yeah. It's interesting because sometimes people count local players playing overseas as local, and other times it's like they don't. Well played by Rosales there. And I was right about Mexico's lineup. Alvarado is starting out on this right-hand side. Moran, Ruiz, flanking Alvarez in that midfield three. Vega left. Jimenez central. Alvarado right side. It's a long ball over the top looking for Ramirez, but it's unable to corral that one. Lozano up to 32 now. Just made a move last summer to Santos Laguna from Getafe. He's been all over. One of the most well-traveled Honduran strikers. Definitely in this current team. Kyoto, a long-time MLS veteran. Playing in Saudi Arabia now. In the first division. Ramirez neither cross nor shot there, just aimlessly fires it across. It's going to be going out for a goal kick. Ramirez, the Motagua player, I believe he plays for. No, he plays for España in the Honduran League. Another one of the top teams. Can see the clear 4-4-2 formation out of possession. I think what they need to do, Alvarez needs to tuck more into that midfield after this initial pressure, because Alvarez is the spare man. And now Alvarez smartly dropping back into the 3. And look at Ruiz take his place in central midfield. So you see the rotation there. Honduras doing a good job of forcing them to just pass it around and find the opening. But Mexico changing the picture on them so that they can't get too settled in how they're going to press them. But this is good work from Honduras, making Mexico work to play this ball out, and eventually they make a mistake. So that's better from Honduras there. And this is a problem. Honduras and Mexico have a fight on the bench. The ball went into touch right by the Mexican bench, and don't know what started this. There's a fight. It wouldn't be Concacaf without a nice fight. And now everybody can understand how this fight even started. Need to change his name to Football Cocoa Juice. You should invite Mr. Hall back on the channel. We love his brutal honesty. Yeah, man. He'll be back. He'll be back, BM. He did have some traveling I do this week. That's why you never see him today. But yeah, man, definitely I gotta see more of him, man. When you go and see Jamaica play like that, boy, I mean, I know, brother. Even if them can't play like it, I would have loved to see them even attempt to do some of the things that I see other teams doing to beat pressure and to press other teams. You know, I would love to see it. Speaking of moves, yes, she has moved to Leon. I saw that today. I don't know if it's official, but it's pretty much, a done deal. Man burn down such man churches in less than 3. Yeah, man say, yo, I'm sad to say, but these players ain't as good as you guys think. But that's the same thing McLaren said. I was listening earlier, and the commentator seems to highly rate Nations reffing. Yeah, I thought he was doing a good job. Forceful, talk to people when you need to talk to them. Wasn't card happy, even though some of the players I thought maybe he could have given a card, but a yellow card to Ochoa. This ref ever in a problems with people, man. Who is this ref? Juan Calderon from Costa Rica. Every time. Do a red card and I Gold Cup already too. Careful, Honduras with the throw. Can't get the 1-2 to Rosales. This is cleared up field. Vega kicks that further forward. Menivar takes it in his box. Maldonado, the captain, plays it short to Martinez. Martinez looks to go long. Long diagonal here, searching for Ramirez. One in the air by Chavez. Maldonado goes wide. That's a good ball. Whipped into the box early. Cut out by Montes. Alvarez tried to win the second ball. Now it falls to the feet of Flores. Flores back heels it, and it's going to be a throw to. Actually, that is Crisanto, the right back, sorry. Mora defending there. So in that whole melee, it looks like only one yellow card was given out to Memo Ochoa. So I don't know what the hell he did. Chavez is starting tonight because Jesus Gallardo, the veteran left back, is not playing. He's suspended due to yellow card. So let's see if Honduras try to target that right side at all and put Mateo Chavez under some pressure. Crisanto trying to win the ball up the park. Fouls Vega. It's going to be a free kick to Mexico. 15th minute of play. I think Honduras has settled into their defensive shape now, limiting Mexico a lot better than the first 10 minutes or so. You see Mexico, really trying to move that ball along the back line first before they go forward. Now they decide to go direct over the top. I think Honduras would love if Mexico does that for 90 minutes. Yeah, it was 6. I think it was 4-2. Yeah, 4-2. Yeah, man, he's a straight shooter. Good night, guys. Mexico 3-0. USA Mexico final. All right, BM. Those are the parting words before I'm cut. Remember that. Remember that. Like I said to one the other day, people that tell you the truth, no matter how the truth hurts, they're the ones that actually care based on my experience since 2015. Era said we're up to 24 likes. Come on, people. We can do better than that, people. We can get it up to 50, man. I have faith. I have faith in you guys, but respect for the update, Eras. Referee. Defender from Mexico. Had his hands all over the player. What a play by Alvarez. What a play. Maldonado with the up and under. Araujo clears. Second ball to be won by Flores. Flores on the ball. Good move. Plays it wide. Here's Kyoto. This is good football from Honduras. Just keeping possession here. Flores goes back now. Arriaga. If I go cheer for him, no, I'm not going to cheer for him. I'm not going to cheer for him. But hey, him get acquitted, brother. What you gonna do? But them say the charges where him get going still land him in. So I don't know. I wait for the verdict. Maybe he throw a battle like Rudiger did. Maybe the footage will be on Twitter. What you call it, X now. Cause Rudiger move like a real madman that day there. Indeed, honesty. Yeah. Say it like it is, you know. Man, them say me too diplomatic. Ball Flores. Crisanto now trying to get the overload on the right. Ramirez in front of him. He goes overlap by himself, trying to dribble, but dribbles into trouble. And Chavez clears. This is Mexico now. Can they counter? That's a good ball finding Jimenez. He has a ball on the left-hand side. Can't sort out his feet to get it to him. Maldonado cuts it out, and then Arriaga is chopped down by Raul Jimenez. How many Premier League players does Mexico have on their roster? I think just Edson Alvarez and Raul Jimenez. I think just 2. Actually 3. Julian Araujo as well. And they also have a Serie A player as well starting. If you want to know the other 5 leagues, top 5 leagues. So Alvarez, Jimenez, Araujo play EPL, and Johan Vasquez play Serie A. So 4 out of the 11 play top league, and then I believe the rest of them play in Mexico in obviously Liga MX, which I think is in the top 10 as well, or close, or top 15 for sure. Bless up Travis. Hope all is well. Or the Corner League match go. Travis Debout, man. Mexico slow down. Yeah, Honduras slow them down. Honduras figure out how they want to set out them style. Rueda make a few adjustments, and in a year me that complaints that the field too open at first. Man, just close the gap them, brother, and tactically sort out something. Yo, Maldonado. Well, I know say I'm gonna land pan him, you know. And Mora is not the biggest dude in the world. Bless up Nitro. Hope all is well. Swamptivity out of the swamp. Go on. There, you know. Ariaga get chopped down a while ago. No, stick with diplomacy. That works for you. We all can't be the same. We are meant to complement each other. Or to be boring otherwise. No to Stepford Wives template. Facts. Facts. That's what I'm tell everybody every time. Like Jason Gooner gonna always do what Jason Gooner does. You know? I mean, I have my moments, you know, when I lose control, but those moments are very few and far between, you know. For the most part, I'm pretty measured in my approach. And you know, you don't necessarily need to be shouting to make a point, you know. As a matter of fact, sometimes the point comes across even better when you're not. People might listen. But it all depends on what the viewers prefer. You know, some will like the animated, some will like those who just give you the info. It is what it is. I just do things my way. But yeah, I think him and I work because um no filter, you know. And that probably come with living, you know, just as he said, I'm at a stage right now where networking, making relationships in what I do is not a bad thing because you want to be able to have access, right? Not access in the sense of, you know, freeness, but like information access. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're only as you can only bring reports and things. Um, you know, it will be more effective the better your sources are. And if you don't have those relationships, you won't be able to gain sources. Ooh, damn. Badly timed challenge there by Crisanto. Mora again get lift up. Yo, this kid is 16. Oh, what that? Yo, no wonder. Me, I look at him and I say, yo, that brother here looks super young. So I see him Mora kid this from you. Hold on there. So long the brother here play for Tijuana. Okay, so this year in breakthrough. All right. I said, damn. Yo, I gear in a ramp, man, go for a 16-year-old. And I give him game. First game in a Mexican and the Saudi game. And starting back again. Vega. Oh, poor. Well cut out by Lozano. Poor. Oh. Lozano kick with the ball again. After that good build-up play. 23 minutes on the clock, people. Well cut out. Honduras really mucking up the game, as I said. And Mexico getting a little impatient. It's a little bit of space opening in the middle here. That's gone wide now to Vega. Poor first. Oh, that's going to be a yellow card to Crisanto for sure. And they're also saying, so wait, somebody step on the man while him a roll around? Vega said, look on VAR, that's a red. And it was a lunging challenge into the ankle of the player. Let's see it on replay. Oh, if you ever played football, you know how that hurt. I can feel it right now on my ankle. I can feel it. People, I can feel it. I felt that. Mr. Vega. He's saying, please look at VAR. Man nearly mash up my foot. Liga MX is 13th. Yeah, man, I know it was at least top 15. Yo, that's crazy how the Uber driver took off with management money. No, that is crazy. That is crazy. Balance. Yeah, man, I'm a favorite word, man, until McLaren used in the next context. Okay, 14th. All right, still top 15, but good. Doesn't make sense to burn bridges unnecessarily. No, for real. And means a 48 laws of power, you know, so enemies close. For real. Granny say only get more flies than vinegar. Facts. Your granny smart. Want Mexico lose. Yeah. Oh, is him? Yo, the man kick him when he try to jump out of the way. Mexico starting a 60-year-old kid says a lot about their future. Yeah, God. When I see the kid, I see him 2 times, I'm close up on him. I say to myself, Mora. Because I thought at first he was a different player. Because they have an older player named Mora. But then we see him up close, and I said, that's not the Mora I was thinking. So I'm great. Now I say, what this kid. But let me see. Because this look like the same kid now that I see him. What I remember from the Concacaf youth tournament then. I just want to figure out if it's the same kid. Have to be. Because if him break through in them first team, the man is already valued at 3 million at 16. So he'll be an export, I'm sure. Yeah, man. So many know, man. Under 15, under 17. Yes, man. See the same damn kid, man. Him was he still. Play a 1 game for the U20 against USA in a match. I don't really have the stats, but yeah, man, I him same one, man. See me now, see me in them competition there before, man. So I'm like watch them competition there, man. See what the kids them do. So this kid jump past U20, everything, and I play Gold Cup. And it's not like USA Gold Cup squad where I just, some of the 18 players, some of the second team players, and some when them just give a chance. This is actually Mexico main damn team. In my whole half the number 7 as well. I know numbers ain't the end all be all, but still, that's big. And him not look out of place on the field, none at all. Him not look out of place, none at all. Everyone going to try younger players now. They're cheaper too. Not Yamal though. Yamal expensive. Maybe it was a Guatemalan Uber driver. No, brother. Then man is not bust out the man face and name and everything, brother. A black youth. Now the man a rap from Jamaica, so. Just a thought based on what you said about sources. What is the source actually a part of the issue? Yeah, no, that's true, gigs, That's why the source them when me I talk about, me just take the whole of them. So you have the source them where when you hear from your other sources, you realize that those people were just pushing a narrative. Because I will never come out and do a program about something with just one source. I'll always corroborate it, whether it's with articles or with other people or something. So typically, I like to at least on a topic, I'll get 3 different sources, whether it's like a electronic source, like not email, but an article online, a video, or like a verbal, obviously verbal. You talk to somebody and them give you some information. But that's a great point, DJ Geeks. A lot of the people that do work with source or whatever, they don't corroborate nothing. Them just get the news and then run out with it. But I don't do that. As a matter of fact, I think a part of the reason why more people have started to reach out to me lately is because them realize that I don't just run out with things. And I think sometimes they just do it to test people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the people them feel this is second start. Yeah, he started against Saudi. He didn't play in the group stage at all. Big up, Woon. Big up, big up, big up. He's only 16, my brother. Gilberto Mora. Him actually play. You know which club him play for? Him play for what name the club, Shamar club, Tijuana, Yeah, man, Tijuana him play for. He won't be 17 until October. remarkable still. Last year, July, and get moved up to the first team at 15. So yeah, this kid, this is one to watch people like in the coming years. Like what does he actually do? I think he'll be shipped off to Europe. Maybe he gets a move to like a bigger Mexican club first, and then potentially he'll be out. I'm already valued at 3 at that age. I think that probably should have been a red. Could have snapped his leg. Yeah, that one hurt me one. But there I watch it, I'ma feel the pain, brother. I have flashbacks. Boy, Swamp activity. I don't know. I don't know really I going for whisper, brother. Let's hope him put in the work I'm supposed to put in, Because but them injuries, the amount of time it take to come back is all down to how professional you are off the pitch. And from what I have seen, just obviously I'm not around the player, but from stories and what I see, I don't know if him really grasp that concept fully. So yeah, I don't know, brother. I have never studied communications or journalism. I have just always been a student of the game. I mean, a student of sports in general, if I'm being honest, but people always saw me as a valuable source of information, like whatever social circle I'm in, friendships, when I used to play football on teams, everybody, who was the brother who did score that goal against so and so? I was always the person to answer those questions. So I've always just been somebody that retain information really well. Um, so yeah. So if you notice, I'm like, if you ever see me put out tactical, um, any kind of tactical stuff, I probably have never misspelled somebody's name or like I'm a stickler for those type of things. I hate when I'm watching a game and the commentator mix up players, like it just make me upset, you know what I mean? So I think because I'm that way, my approach to like bringing out content is like I try to dot the I's and cross the T's, So maybe people appreciate that. And it helps when you know what you're talking about too. I think people can tell at this point that I'm not just, coming up with things out of thin air, you know what I'm saying? But same though, I give the resume a slap. Man say Honduras, look if he still have 11 on pitch. Yeah, I mean that challenge by Cristiano was a see. Oh, no foul on Jimenez. This could be trouble. Good coverage from Mexico though. Good defending. The way of them did shift the umbrella just now to make sure the angle wasn't there for the through pass was perfect. Mexico on the ball again. Looks like they have picked up another rhythm. I think that foul on Vega might have galvanized them a little bit. But Honduras still putting in the good work. Have a much better defensive shape than the first 10-15 minutes. But that's a good pocket of space that Vega found there. They work it wide. Try to get the overlapping or the passing behind, but good blocking there from Rosales. Ruiz has been just a worker in the midfield for the most part. Just looks like somebody that's there to just set the table for the other players. But does his job well. Here's Alvarado. Vega has a much freer role. Actually, both wingers pretty much have license to get around the pitch. Alvarado and Vega. That's poor from Chavez, and that should be a yellow card, I think. I mean, he just stopped a potential counter, and I think he panicked as well. And there it is. I mentioned that Gallardo, the veteran, isn't playing. They have Chavez playing on that left back role. That's the first sign of a bit of nerves. There's a loose touch there by him in possession. So he he escapes getting the yellow card, I guess, because it wasn't that much physical damage done to the player, but I think the professional nature of the foul, I would have considered giving a yellow there. Here's Mexico now. Goes wide. Alvarado getting more and more touches in the last couple of minutes. That's a poor pass to Araujo there. Good covering from Rosales. He clips it out from the back. And Lozano can't hold it up and he fouls. And the ref is quick to put out the yellow card for Lozano. And Alvarez looks like he wants to fight everybody that fouls one of his players. A typical strikers challenge when they have a loose touch and they just want to win that ball back. Typically, they're a little bit late, and that was not a nice challenge. Just raked him down the leg there. Yeah, man, Honduras will chop you down, brother. They're not ramp. From what you have seen in the Gold Cup, do you think Costa Rica and Panama are still hot favorites in their group? Well, I would say I would still put them as the favorites. I would say if you're putting it on a heat meter, you know, I don't think it's quite lukewarm, but maybe not hot, you know, like it hot, you know, like maybe one hot. All right, you know when you go somewhere like a restaurant and you have on the menu you have the pepper them, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right now I'm gonna say like them there about 2, you know. Still say they're the favorites. Especially when it comes down to Costa Rica. I just think in qualifying scenarios, them man they just know how to get it done. Mix up there in defense. Ooh, living dangerously Honduras. They almost basically gave up a goal. Menivar colliding with, I think it was Maldonado. And then the second ball fell to Mexico. They crossed it in, got a shot on target. Luckily, the bodies blocked it, and Menivar, who wasn't in his goal, the ricochet came right up into his hand. So he's going to be down with some treatment. It was Maldonado there. I think Maldonado was called by Menivar, tried to duck out the way, but really the contact with his defender caused him to drop the ball. And it's Maldonado's left foot, people, that blocks that goal for Mexico. And even he had a smile about it after it happened. That could have been disaster for them. So I'm gonna say two on the hot meter, you know. I wouldn't say like they're necessarily a lock, but yeah, I think they're gonna be okay. I think they're gonna be okay. Both of those teams, to be honest. All right, so how the group them go again? Obviously, we know our group. Costa Rica have Honduras, Haiti, and Nicaragua. All right, so them think Honduras will battle it out with them for sure. Because Honduras is tough at home. Obviously, all of them will have them home game. I think Haiti not having any home chance really hurt them in these type of scenarios. And Nicaragua, you know, they're a tough team at home as well. But I think that the Central American teams in their group will be able to handle that challenge. So I think it will be Costa Rica and Honduras battling it out for sure. And then the other one, we have Panama, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Suriname. So of the two teams, I would think Panama is going to have a little bit more tough time just based on the opposition in the group. I don't think they have any easy games. Not to say that Group C has any easy games, but I think Costa Rica will feel confident facing Haiti and Nicaragua. Whereas, you know, the two lesser teams, so to speak, in Group A, Guatemala and Suriname, I think they're on a much better trajectory. El Salvador being the second highest ranked team probably might be their easiest opponent when you really look at the form of the teams right now. So I still put them as favorites in both of those groups, Panama and Costa Rica, but I want to lean a little bit more towards maybe Costa Rica having a better chance, just because I just have a feeling like they're going to handle Haiti and Nicaragua pretty well. Whereas I think potentially all three teams in Panama group, if El Salvador, you know, the best version of El Salvador turns up, then they can also pose a threat as well at home. So, you know, I think they both make it, honestly. I think they both top the groups, but I think while Costa Rica has maybe the toughest opponent in their group in a Honduras, I feel like Panama has the trickier because Suriname, Guatemala are kind of bogey teams right now. They look like they're really improving, you know. But good question though, Nitro. Nothing like that. It was about what I mentioned about people telling the truth even when it hurts. Yep. Me too. I'm hoping he's fit and getting stronger. Hopefully he can get alone this season somewhere. Yeah, man, it's important. I was quite sure he didn't treat me like I treat Ginger Steve. Yeah, you know, rate that brother that. He's on the bench. He's on the bench. Quinones, he's been basically coming off the bench most games. I think the first game he went with the two strikers. He has since changed to the one striker. And I think one of the games Quinones did start. I don't think since then him start again. Or maybe did he start the Saudi game? I don't think he did, you know. I think Vega and Alvarado been playing. My entire soul hurts at unnecessary errors with information present sloppy. Can't take it seriously, so I'm here and not other spaces. Like a pride effort. Yeah, man. It means something to me, man. That's why when Jamaica put out squad and them list man as defender when they miss forward and all kind of madness, it burn me, see, man. It should be a goal. Oh my gosh, Menivar. Oh, you never get that goal there, man. Oh, you never score that. Him could have get the player beside him. Can't wrong him for shooting there, no Ruiz, you know, but you have to make the keeper work harder there, man. First time them get break down that left side like that. Good cutback, good turn. Alvarado was on the doorstep, just waiting. Just didn't put it far enough in the corner. Good tackle by Martinez. Alvarado was running into finish that. All of them play like Honduras. All of them play alike. Honduras, Mexico, Guatemala. Honduras have numbers going forward. That's a good ball over the top. Good first touch from Rosales. What football from Rosales here? Oh my gosh. And that's wonderful tracking back by Ruiz. If Ruiz does not bust it to get back, that's falling on the top of the box. Yo, but that was incredible technique from Rosales. Took it on the side of his foot over his head. Second touch after that, kept it in front of him. Then he cut it back across the box. Good cutout by, I think it was Vasquez there. And then it was going to the top of the box. I thought a Honduran would be coming to pile drive that one. And Ruiz with good defensive central midfield work, getting back and clearing. But that's good. That was a good spell there. Mexico getting one of their clearest chances of the first half, probably their clearest chance. Ruiz in the box. Maybe they hope that fell to the feet of Raul Jimenez instead. Menivar making the save, and then from the corner that followed, Honduras with a brilliant counter attack, some great play from Rosales. So good end-to-end action to end the first half here. Neither can beat our best 11. How often do we get to see our best 11 play? Great, that's the question. Who do you think has the best chance of causing a shock in the qualifiers? One nobody sees coming. I mean, sad to say, probably Curacao or Trinidad. I think the shock would come out of Group B. You know, and if it doesn't come out of Group B, then I would say, based on how they're playing right now, Guatemala. You know, those would be the ones. But I think the shock would come from Group B because even though we aren't playing well, I think people still will look at our group and think Jamaica will get out of that group. So if someone else comes first in our group, then I think they would be the shock. So I would go with Curacao or Trinidad to be the shock. You think Jamaica will top their group? Ah, boy, I think barely. I think it's a mathematics calculator upon the last day, and we'll get through barely. I don't see us just, 4 wins from 4 and then going into that last November window. We just need like, a win away and a draw, or even just one more win. Like I think we're gonna be dog fighting it with all them teams throughout the entire thing, man. It's going to be a nail biting thing. Watch. Commentator said some of the chat reaction align. So I'll go with the majority. Okay. Yeah, man, good save from the keeper, but poor finish as well. Honduras are really poor in the fullback areas. I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so on the left-hand side. This guy at right back is definitely looks to be vulnerable. But number 8, Rosales, he's one of their best players. So I wouldn't say overall in those areas. Handball. It's not a bad ball, you know. Good control, Lozano. Get a corner out of it. This Honduras team has improved a lot. Well, remember when we played them in the stadium that nil all, you know. I mean, it was an ugly game, but I thought they slightly edged the play that day. You know, they look like the better unit on the day to me. Yeah, man, that first touch on the counter was nice, man. Same left back me attack. Curacao. Yeah, I would say Curacao. They are primed for the shock, because you know, to us football addicts, it might not be so much of a shock, but when that group is, you know, goes out to the you know, the casual football fan, they're gonna look at that and say, oh, Jamaica really can make the World Cup this time. So it would be a shock for sure. Jamaica will be good forward September. All right. The optimist Travis. Ginger Steve is a concern. The 8-5-21 has come in and impacted on this Honduras team. So number 8 is Rosales, that my ball at the left back. Number 5 is Kervin Arriaga. Oh my gosh. Raul Jimenez just missed a sitter. I don't know if he mistimed his jump. He definitely landed badly on his leg, or maybe that's just to spare him missing. You know, sometimes that's a striker's trick. When you miss a goal, you make sure you come up hobbling, you know. I think it was good defending in the end, because he got a body to him like lower down, which kind of pushed him in the air and made him mistime that header. 21? Who is 21? Number 21 not playing. What are we talking about? Maybe we're talking about Flores, number 20. Talking about the midfielder with the wrap on him hand. It look like 21, but he's 20. Wishing we will be good is not a strategy. Same coach, same squad. Curacao going to World Cup over us. So Nitro say, if we have the same players and the same coach, Curacao will get that first place over us. Well, the coach said there will be some changes in the September window. So let's see if he was being honest or serious or what. That ball is on again, but Mora didn't play it this time. I think they have found something on that left side. That was poor that time from the youngster. Alvarado tried to swivel and hit that one, but didn't catch that one cleanly. He does have a wonderful left foot though, so it's possible. Is the gentleman a redhead? I think the right back is just poor. They always change right backs because they are all shit. But left back is a good player, but not a real left back. And defensively is shaky. Yes, that I will say, he is really more of an attacking left back. But I think just his overall talent level, he's still serviceable at left back. Like, him don't get mashed up over there. You know what I mean? But I agree with you. He's not really a defender per se. What a strike by Flores. Black though. I think I think Montez still feeling the effects of that one, man. That ball was traveling. So we're almost done with the 6 minutes of injury time. And the job turning great. Yeah, man. Montez still a feel that one there. Yo, this get connected, man. Woo! Ball came in the shoulder and him still, yo. Yep, got. That's step one, That's step one, God. Let's say get to nil all, start to believe, and literally how kind of plan it was how it going on. First 15, 20 minutes, it looked like there will only be one winner in the game. And then Honduras start to figure them out, and all of a sudden Mexico couldn't just go through the thirds like one time. They weren't as fluid, couldn't get the ball going. Last I'd say 5 to 10 minutes, Mexico found something again, were able to get in behind. I thought Alvarado and Vega coming central into the half space was vital for them, to open up the spaces for the wing back, especially on that left hand side. And yeah, it's been working out with the interchanging and leaving the space, and then the deeper players, filling in the spaces in behind. So tactically, very, very good game. These are the games I love because one team came out looking like they were going to dog out the other team. Rueda, veteran coach, made his tactical tweaks. Mexico took a little while to figure it out. And then Mexico tweaked a few things and they figured them back out. So let's see who comes out with the better tactical approach in the second half. As I said, right now, Honduras is thinking we're playing with the house's money at this point because, we just want to make sure that this game stays close long. Now that I have learned that this one will go straight to penalties as well. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if Honduras just damn play for the penalties at this point. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they want to score a goal too, but their first instinct is going to be just stop the other team. You know what I'm saying? Crazy work. USA 2-1, Honduras, in it. Yeah, man, them a play well, man. He's a good player, but in my opinion, at fullback, you have to target them, run at them, and ask questions. It is their weak point. When we scored against them in Honduras, the left back got skinned alive. Yes. And that was the play in the corner with Norman Campbell. Was that the same play? Or that was Nicaragua that happened? That's the play you're talking about. Nations League. Oh, this one. Yeah, I think was this the game that it was our own goal, right? Yeah, man. So this was the game when Norman Campbell get the ball upon the corner and do a rapid skill move on Rosales. But if you remember that game, Campbell try beat the man about a million times. Other than that, another one time get skin. So I mean, yeah, I guess when you get skin still. But I don't know, man. I think that player is good enough to play over there, personally. You're right back now. Them always have a problem over this. Was just one. A Juve channel talking about the J David. You was just on a Juve channel. Yeah, man. J David are gonna be good for Juve, bro. Good pick up that for them. Yeah, man. Good half, Martin. Good half. They had a good mix of holding it and still trying to play them football and getting behind and cause problems. You see, when you have a good enough league like Costa Rica or Honduras, you can produce enough players to compete with the big boys regularly in Concacaf. Jason. That's where we have to get JPL. Yeah, facts up and running. Facts. Until we can, get into these CONCACAF competitions and not just be a laughing stock and not get 4, 5, 6 love over aggregate every time. This is where we're gonna be. I can't continue to force players that aren't ready to do something in these teams. just for the sake of saying you want to develop the players. We develop players, we ship them off to other leagues around the world, and if they don't go to a big league, we don't call them. You know, it don't make sense to me. Like, it doesn't make sense. Vamos. Well, the two of them say vamos, you know, say can't just say vamos. Share theirs around too, as I ain't do the Gold Cup semis here. Oh, respect, Mas. I appreciate that. Canadian Premier League, yeah. But even that, Mas, better than our league. But you guys don't put CPL players in your national team. Jamaica have to get some physical and technical players if we want to compete. Yeah, we need more fitness, man. I see Guatemala running and covering ground, and I'm saying, yo, if Jamaica play like this for 5 minutes, the man them boss. I can't remember, but I remember the left back being put on toast 1v1. Neither like it when you run at them. Yeah, man, it was Rosales over on that side in that game. In that same game you're talking about, Campbell skinny him on the right hand side by the corner flag. Campbell should be back. I don't know why he wasn't there. You know, just flavor of the month forward and forget about players. Has been helping get more usually not found players and get into MLS and Europe. It's been helping for sure. Absolutely. And when we book a CPL team, Pacific US 6 love. So what else the time? Concacaf grow. If we're gonna go this World Cup, may I tell you Jamaica people I go bad. Funny how you mentioned Campbell. I actually think he's more developed than Cephas and Dixon. Dre, you don't have to tell me you're preaching to the choir, brother. I don't know. I don't know. We're just stuck in this bubble of players that we just talk about over and over when we have other players out there. We ship them to other league, but we forget them after they leave the local league. Yeah, it don't make no sense, brother. None at all. People, you know what's going on. Man have to make sure the home front is good. So, people, I'm going to put this on the screen. It's a message to each and every one of you that you should follow people. Keep the conversation going in the comment section. I will be back to look at all the comments and talk about them. Just give me about 2 minutes, people. Bless up, I'll be right back. People, let me turn on my mic. Let me turn on my mic, people. Sorry about the brief intermission. I had to go and sort out something around the crib and refill on my refreshment, people. So, second half about to get underway, people. Had a good first half. I think that it has been a good watch so far. Tactical, I like it, I like it, I like it. One would say I think Mount Pleasant has potential to compete quite well in the CL at some point. They need to sign all the best in the JPL and match that with the best of others from around the islands. True, they definitely have the monetary capacity. It's just about how they build the team now. Jason Gooner TV, that is why I can't bother with this JPL foolishness when we have local players we're way better right now, can't take Jamaica football seriously. Nah lie. Jamaica rules are kill Mount Pleasant. Yeah, six overseas only or something like that. Yeah. Travante Stewart, Duncan McKenzie, Shotwell, Paris, the list goes on. McGee, Palmer was allowed to play 50 plus games between them and only had 1 goal contribution. Damn. Tough. This is better than looking at a chair, I guess. Exactly. Exactly. Put a little thing on the screen, brother. Actually, when you show the chair, you there talk. Me never there talk. So maybe you do better than me. But me not lie to the people. I tell them, just give me a brief second, to start out my life. I'm gonna ask the people, all the people in the chat that have children. Summertime no school now go on. My pick them at 13 and 10. What time them if I go them bed? That more know, like, should you even give them a bedtime? Because them not really want to go them bed, you know. Them never want to go them bed, you know. Them never want to go them bed yet. Or may I say as a father, should I put my foot down? Because I'm trying to remember when I was out of school as a youth, I really remember getting bothered about bedtime, you know, once I reach a certain age, like 11, 12, 13, them time, the 14, obviously. Just go to bed when you go to bed. Yeah, summertime, no bedtime. Yeah. So, man, I think about it the other day. I said, John Star, am I being soft? Like, man, I try to remember. Man, I think my parents really did bother me still in the summertime, to be honest. About no bedtime. Sometimes I just a bit selfish. I'm just go to bed, you know, because mommy want bother, you know. Mommy like when everybody out of there, when daddy bother her, you know. Oh, Chavez. Chavez will get a yellow now. Give him a yellow no ref. Referee. Yeah, man, he have to get a yellow this up. Come on, he has to. He has to. All right, make them stay up. All right, cool. But that they're doing a Dragons. I just wonder. I just try to gauge what the public have to say about that, you know. I don't tell them to go to bed. When they reach 12 o'clock, I just tell them to go in them room at least, man. Because they can't run my lights all night. Go in the room, man, and at least go in a bed. I have TV in the room and watch TV. Dragons in my yard, me one. Me one in my yard. I have 2 siblings though, but they never grow with me. Mother only son. Only child, period. Ooh. Corner. Rosales on set piece duty and whip it from in swinger from this side, out swinger from the next side. They may get a couple extra hours, but no bleaching. Yeah. Well, I give my daughter them license still, cause this week especially no camps, nothing now go on. Next week now a different thing, cause Gabby I go what name? Theater camp and Julia go a football camp. So before I get up a morning. So next week a different thing. Free paper bun next week. So make them go and do what they want to do this week, but by the time they come, start ready them up for your week, you know. And of course Sunday them have a bedtime to wake up a morning for go with them have to go. best 6 from the islands with some scouting in the UK semi-pro circuit and put the best players in JPL with them. They have a chance. The money is there to do better. Yeah, man, I think that 6 thing is counterproductive, but oh my gosh, Alvarez gonna get a yellow. No yellow? Challenge them are flying people. Never even touch him. Look bad in real time. Oh no, he did catch him. He caught him. He caught him. He caught him on the shin. What a move by Mora. This is the goal. Yep. What a play. Alexis Vega been finding that half space brilliantly. And then the youth, the 16-year-old youth with some composure on top of the box, drifts by a player and lays it off. And the layoff was perfect. Raul Jimenez didn't have to break his stride. The best chance fell to Ruiz in the first half. I was saying that Honduras better be glad that never falls to Jimenez. Well, this one falls to Jimenez, and he makes no mistake. He continues his tear for the Mexican national team. Another goal for Jimenez. It is 1-0 to Mexico. The 16-year-old did well there, Gat. When the man picked up the ball, good movement from Vega to find the space. Mora occupy the space and leave. And then Jimenez was the one making the deep run after getting up from being fouled. And it worked out perfectly for him. Low to the far post. That is how you finish. Just drive it hard and low. And that's what he did. Hit it into the ground. It skips off the ground, flies into the net. Nothing Menivar could do there. And it is 1-0, people. So Mexico did end that first half the stronger team, and they continue that into the second. Just as I was about to say Honduras is putting up a fight. Yeah, this 10 minutes now crucial for them. Mora again into the box, cut back. Oh, and that could prove crucial. Menivar at the near post saves Honduras, and the game is still 1-0 somehow. But that could prove crucial. But I think this next 10 minutes is going to be critical for Honduras. They can't afford to give up another goal right after the first. Dude made a middle of the tackle, team named them food. Yep. Mora again, good footwork by the byline, cuts it back. Alvarado on his left foot puts it towards the goal, and he just couldn't wrap his foot far enough around that to put it towards the far post. Menivar didn't know much about it, just reacting, hits him off the shoulder, and it's still 1-0 somehow. Here come Mexico now on the right-hand side. And that's good covering by Ramirez there. It goes out for a goal kick. The boy did well, but it's terrible defending. The fake left back showed no urgency to get back faster, and it cost them. Didn't recognize the danger quick enough. This is what happens with fake defenders. Yeah, I think the movement though, because I'll have to see the play again, but I could have swore that there was a run made by, I think, Alvarado that it was miscommunication by the Honduran defenders, because 2 of them went with him and left that space wide open there on the right-hand side. So 2 of them just got attracted to the run when one of them needed to follow him. Jimenez put him lace in another goal there. Yeah, man. Never get no chance. I had one say my 2-0 alive. Yes, it is. Very alive. It's good hold-up play from Jimenez, and he's fouled. Shouldn't have been Flores. It might have been the player who came to join in that really fouled him there. Ramirez. But it's good hold-up play from Raul Jimenez there. Let's see if Aguirre takes off the left back. He's on a yellow card. See him just calling him over, maybe just telling him to make sure that he's very careful. Sure, Honduras will do anything in their power to get that man advantage. Might see them targeting Chavez. Here's Alvarado, good ball into the box. And that's going to be 2-0. That's going to be 2-0. It wasn't dealt with by the Hondurans. I think it was Maldonado. Put it towards his own goal, hit the post, and then from the rebound, Menivar couldn't gather it or punch it away. And it's Edson Alvarez again bundling one home. They have been very clinical from set pieces in this Gold Cup. And that's 2-0, people. I just said it. This is the crucial time of the game. You give up the goal. What can you have now to stem the tide? And it's just gotten worse for them so far. So that's 2-0 now to Mexico. Of course, they will check it on VAR, make sure there was no handball or anything going on. But I think that goal will stand, people. It was Maldonado off the post, off Maldonado again, then off the goalkeeper. So off Maldonado, off the keeper's hand, off the Menivar just could not. He was panicking on his back there. It was on his chest. If he could have just caught the ball, he ends up heading it right into the feet of Edson Alvarez, and he won't score an easier goal, I don't think. Comedy of errors there. Almost was in the ball already from our own goal, but in the end, I think Alvarez will claim that one rightly, and he has made it 2-0 for Mexico, people. Javier Aguirre celebrates with the fans, and Concacaf looks like they're on their way to their wish of a US versus Mexico final. He was jogging, he sprinted straight away. It could have been different. The movement was good, but the left back was caught out of position and reacted too slowly. I don't understand how that could have happened, because there was a free kick up the pitch that happened. So why would he just be back in position? I don't know. Like I said, I have to watch back the play again. I just recognized the movement when Mora beat the guy. The guy ran across to the left-hand side and sucked everybody to that side of the field. Yeah, man, Honduras play very physical. Game open up now. The two EPL, yeah? The two EPL player, them score for real. Underdogs have to do all the basics right to have a chance. Cannot be giving away goals. Agreed, totally. A chance of offside. Okay. God say offside. So we have some hope, people. Might have to adjust my score on the screen. The referee is being spoken to in his ear, telling everybody to hold up. Haven't seen a replay yet. They're just talking to the officials. One say it look close. Well, I wish my field would give me a blowout second look. Them just show the ref. I listen to the player them and cuss. So we're waiting, people. Concacaf doing a Concacaf here. Just making sure that we get 25 minutes of injury time. Come on, refs. Do the right thing. So why you have to go look at a screen if it's offside? So why you have to look at a screen if it's offside? Them not just look and tell you, brother. Yo. Yeah, he did. The movement opened up the space, but the space was there because the left back was missing. I thought it looked slightly off, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, you see the red line for the player, so what's the problem? If that player scored the goal in the end, yes, he never challenged for the ball, but who cares? It never hit him hand. Never hit him hand there either. And then the man come kick the ball and I goal. But if he's offside on the initial play, you have to call it because he's the closest player to the player trying to defend the ball. And the red line was there. So, oh, what are they trying to see? If the ball went over the line? Or what are they looking at here? Didn't hit his hand. Hit the goalie. Didn't hit his hand the second time. Or they're trying to see if the ball went over the line. But it doesn't matter if the ball went over the line. He's already offside. You don't have to touch the ball to be offside. Brother, the man is offside there. So what more you looking at, boss? What else you look? After you see that, why isn't the goal just not chalked off? Come on, man. Nobody with the fool. May I take off the two, because it's one love again. I can promise you that. Offside. Yeah, man. Offside. So it's 1-0 people. That's a letdown there for Mexico. Thought they had taken a 2-goal lead, but it's still 1-0. Should give Honduras a new lease on life. Garte called it from early. But I don't know why it was needed for the referee to go over and look at anything. It's irrelevant if that ball went over the line before Alvarez scored. Irrelevant. So it's still 1-0 people. Honduras gets away with one. So the long throw coming now. They might try everything now, people. I want Mexico beat Team USA like a kete drum. They'll get the chance, maybe. I mean, Honduras, if them can keep it 1-0, brother, same thing them do against Panama. And then eventually them find it. But I think the more them take risks, Mexico will exploit them. So they must have a hope to the chance not fall to Jimenez, because him not miss. This kid more really acquitting himself well in the midfield, man. Jamrock, big up, big up, big up. Oh, go on. Hope all is well, my bro. Yeah, it's the right decision. That's ridiculous. I didn't even realize the man that scored. Yeah, exactly. But even still 1-1, like the way how they were looking at the replay, I'm thinking that they would have counted the goal if the ball went over the line before he put it in, which is foolishness to me. Because if the player, all right, even though he didn't touch the ball first, he is the player that the ball is intended for. He's the player right behind the guy defending it. So the fact that he was offside to begin with nullifies the play. The play is dead. He's offside. That's why I didn't understand why they had to call him over to show him anything. From that line is red on that initial cross. Then the play is dead right there. He's offside. Flores being fouled from behind by Jimenez. Mutual respect there. Yeah, so the left back somehow got sucked inside there, so he wasn't tracking back. I didn't think anybody was chasing the play. That everybody just got sucked to the left hand side, or the defense is right hand side. Good pressing there from Alvarez, not allowing Lozano the time to keep possession. Even though offside, Mexico, I go for the kill. Yeah, man, you can see them intensity turn up, man. Respect 1-1 for the super chat. Manners and respect. But on that play, it wasn't high. It was too central. That's the crazy part about that goal. And I thought that was the case. Should be off, but once he scored, there's nothing to look at. Yeah. Very disappointed we're not in the final four at least. Yeah, is what it is, Jamrock. We never even reached the final 8 to Rotted. You talk about 4. Bless up, Logan. Hope all is well, my bro. No, you're killing this one. Yeah, man. Good defending. Martinez did well to cover. Throw in for Honduras on that left side. So respect again to God and respect of every time to Wun as well. For the super chat, them are greatly, greatly appreciate it, you know. Every mickle make a muckle. Well played, Jimenez. Good underlapping run from. Good ball from Mora. Ooh. The kid is out there saucing up things, you know, man. Man looks to be the chief creator along with Vega right now. Coach needs to go, says Jamrock. Yeah, man, a lot of people saying that. I just worry that anybody coming now, just, I mean, how much impact can they really have? You know, they're coming into 3 crucial windows, no time for experimenting, nothing. And I don't know. The timing ain't right, man. I agree that the coach ain't doing well enough, but the timing of the change of the coach ain't right. Good ball out here. This is Martinez. Ramirez, sorry. He finds Rosales, the left back playing right wing. Drop back to Alvarez, and he's crowded out of it, and I think bailed out. So this is going to be a dangerous opportunity for Honduras. Rosales does have quality on that left foot to do a dangerous in-swinger here. This was all started from a corner, and it's been a few times now where Honduras is using these corner opportunities as, you know, great transition opportunities. They're sending the bodies forward after the corner. If they can connect that first pass, they might just get a chance out of it. Good coverage that time by Mexico, though. They had the bodies back, so they're wary to it. You can see. Here's Rosales. Good ball into the box. And that's won by Montez, and then Alvarez with a wild shot out. USA and Mexico are garbage outside of CONCACAF. Looks more like a second for Mexico is much more likely, but as long as it's 1-0, they have a chance. Yeah. I mean, if you watch the Panama game, it was very similar to this. They just couldn't find that second goal. Yeah, Martinez just sell himself, brother. Martinez sell himself. The left back had to tuck in because Martinez gone, leave the space wide. Will we ever have a wonder kid? It's going to be tough for us, you know, because we're probably going to tell the wonder kid that he's already a wonder kid when he's 5 years old, you know. And by the time he reach to a decent age, him already think he's the best player in the world. We have a problem telling the truth, you know. Left back always wants to push forward and close someone down, but he leaves space behind. Just happened again. Mexico just taking the sting out of the game a little bit here as Honduras regroup into their shape. And they're totally fine, just waiting for the opening at this point. Here's Ruiz, acres of space in midfield. One of the few times Mora lose the ball there. Good tackle from Arriaga. And he's offside there. No, offside. Man, look offside by a mile. I think it's time to bring Palma on, you know, coach. It's time to bring Palma on, man. This number 18, Ramirez, has not been effective today. Yeah, I think it's time for Luis Palma, coach. Call him there. Call him there, coach. Where you wait for boss him? Need a little more quality out there now, man. Then he mash up like Freddie I do. Exactly. It could happen, but it won't be because of anything our system is doing. Just a supernatural talent that had a parent working with him daily like an absolute madman. It's possible. Yeah, it's gonna be one of them anomaly things, Nothing to do with any kind of system or structure, just a hard working, as you said, parent or coach, developer that does take the time for work on a youth. Look at the back four right now, left back too high. Yeah, I mean, 1-1 is 22 minutes left in a game that they have to win, or at least draw, So the structure going to be a little bit more open, I would think. I think where they're messing up is because that kid on the left needs to go high. He's going to give you the quality when he goes forward. So they need to adjust accordingly. One of the central midfield them need to sit or something. Like right now, Flores gone back into the back three to play out. He need to stay there when them attack, so them have the coverage. It's no point you have the left back who probably is your best attacking threat down the left side, sitting back playing left back. It don't make no sense. You adjust the team accordingly to make him have him attributes show up. Finally, look like Palmer going to come on and Palmer and Arboleda look like them coming on, but Mexico making 2 subs first. Looks like the giant Orozco coming on. Orozco will be coming on and Huerta. So first it will be Orozco. I just talked about this Mateo Chavez on a yellow card. He comes off. So I'm studying for coaching, as you can see. And then we have Alvarado coming off as well. A little bit quiet for him tonight, but had little decent spells. Huerta a little bit more of a live wire type player, gonna get the energy from him with the skill as well and the technique. So Lozano will be coming off, straight swap for Arboleda up front. Lozano has run his race. Arboleda will be a little bit more of a in-behind threat, mixed with the link-up play as well. And it looks like Palma came on for Kyoto. Interestingly enough, I thought that they would remove number 18 Ramirez, but Kyoto has been quiet as well. It must be said, hasn't really been an influence. Here's a long throw from Cristano from the right. Arboleda, much more of a presence in the air. Won the first ball, second ball, cleared by Mexico. Maldonado back towards goal. Just plays it back to his goalkeeper. You see the 2 central midfielders come to collect the ball, both of them. Something that Jamaica do not do. And that's usually what you see there happening 1-1 is what they usually do. They push Rosales high and Arriaga. Oh, come on, man. Yellow card right away for the big guy. One jump the man make for win a ball, clear out some space. And the Mexican man say he should be sent off the field. Oh boy. Yeah, man, freak of nature. Yeah, man, Palmer should have come on a long time. I say parent, not coach, because coaching in a team ain't every day. Work has to be done every single day for us to become one of the best. It takes so much work. That's what I mean, like a developer, like an individual coach, not like the coach of your team per se. They say your dad fit the bill. Our young lad should have chosen Newcastle. Said it initial, still saying it. Yeah, man, but Jamaica always gonna go with the name brand, the one that gonna make the biggest splash to the public, not necessarily what's best for the player. Yeah, man, them still in it. Yeah, man, I whisper shut up, man. So 17 plus injury left. So straight swap over here, Orozco for Chavez. Probably the player I would have thought would have got the start tonight, but he went with the youth. A little bit more dynamic going forward, Chavez. This is much more of a defensive option at left back. Huerta does well to keep possession. He's more, again, just turning away from players in midfield. Keeps the ball to Ruiz. Ruiz left it a little bit short for Jimenez. Jimenez went down like he got killed. And I think that's right from the Costa Rican. I mean, he got touched, but didn't warrant the reaction. Here's Alvarez. Space all down that right-hand side, but Alvarez doesn't play the pass. He's being held all the way over, being chased, and that's poor and good tackling back. But they get on the ball again, do Mexico. Still on the ball with Huerta now. Huerta has Araujo running through, plays it behind him, and he tried to draw the foul, but wasn't any there to be given. Here's David Flores. Good move from Flores. Goes by two players. Flores waiting for the run. Doesn't see it, so he goes wide to Cristano. Cristano, I think he has one trick, and that's to run with the ball. He does well this time. Got through a few players, and then did they prevent the corner? Or was he called for a foul? They called him for a foul. No, man, Mulun. Let the people them tell it, man. He was bought for the first team and all this madness. People just like to say what sound good enough. And them not really put no logics to it. Because any year could have see the amount of young players, especially with Chelsea, buy and invest a bag of money in. Why them would have skip over all of them people there to put on the Jamaican unknown entity where you spend less than $1 million for? I mean, close to $1 million because they did put up some money, but it don't make no sense, brother. Them have players in the academy, them spend 20 mil for, 15 mil for, 10 mil for. I think David Washington was 35, 40 mil. So, I mean, just based on the money invested, it was always going to be difficult. So activity sound the back of drive to Honduras. Catrachos. I didn't name Catrachos, right? I think so. Yeah, Los Catrachos. And la bicolor. La H. Man said he's going straight in the first team. He just says things and people believe him all the time. Yeah. So more I get a big applause from the fans. Well deserved. 16 years old and did not look like him don't belong at any point. Always a spare man there from Mexico in the build-up. It's a poor pass from Orozco. Arboleda gets it, plays it back to Arriaga. Not enough penetration from Honduras though. Good run by Rosales finding the space. 1-2 with Alvarez. Here's Rosales now inside. Tries to find the striker, force that one, but poorly played by Araujo. This could come into the box now, and that's poor from Palma. Not quite into the game yet. Tried to cut back, and the cutback just wasn't on. Should have just whipped it in with his left foot. Here's Flores. Flores to Arriaga. Arriaga to Rosales. Rosales starting to invert now, trying to get more on the ball. He goes wide to Arriaga. Good ball into Palma. Back to Rosales. Back to Flores. Mexico happy to keep the game in front of them right now. I don't think Aguirre wants them to drop too deep though. Martinez. Rosales back on the flank. Back to Martinez. Arriaga. Back to Martinez. Arriaga again. Honduras just moving the ball around but can't get it forward. Just in the middle third basically. Maldonado goes wide and that's poor. Here's Alexis Vega. Not good numbers going forward. He cuts back. Keeps possession. Ruiz. Back to Orozco. All the way back now to Vasquez. Vasquez to Montes. Back to Vasquez being pressured by Palma. He goes wide to Orozco. Good closing down. Has to go long. And this will be won by Honduras. Cristano on the ball. He goes long. That's just giving it away at this point. Orozco clears under pressure. First ball won by Flores. Second ball, Jimenez falls to Rosales. Rosales does well under pressure to drop it back. Maldonado. Flores back to Menivar. Menivar controls in the box. Mexico don't see the need to press the goalkeeper here. They'll let him just have it. He goes long. Big target man. Beaten to it in the air by Montes. Arriaga keeps hold of possession. Here's Flores. Alvarez over to Arriaga. Plate over the top. Plate. Cheese and peas, man. You have to play that ball. Oh, good ball into Palma. Well played. Arbeloda. Oh, that was a nice try on the pass there. Just cut out by Orozco. Almost got through. Arboleda tried to filter that one through to Ramirez. Good tracking back from Maldonado. And Menivar will take this one. So I must have missed that sub, but it looks like Santi Jimenez has come on for Mora there. Didn't realize who came on for him. It's an interesting one. So looks like they've just gone to a slight tweak in the formation, more of a 4-4-2 with Jimenez and Jimenez up front, J and G. Still the only goal in this one, a Raul Jimenez goal. If I was cheating, I would say that I'm on target with my score, but I did in the end say I thought 2-1 made more sense than 1-0, but I always thought it would be a 1-goal victory to Mexico. And that's a handball. I'm shocked that Ramirez, number 18, has lasted the entire game. Has been mostly ineffective today. Ooh, ooh, lucky. That almost went through perfectly by Arbeloda. Flicked on by Mexico. Arriaga clears. Rosales kept that one in play. And that's well won in midfield by Flores. And oh, that could be red card. I think Flores got caught very high. And he's going to get a yellow as well. He can't believe it. He's trying to run away from the referee, but hopefully for his sake, VAR don't look at this again. Let's see. It wasn't so bad. Really was the hand that caught him in the head. It wasn't even that significant, honestly. I think he kind of stole that yellow. VAR will not get involved with that one. Being alone shouldn't even be the option. Should have chosen. So there's another sub made by Honduras. Alvarez tried to be an influence in the game, but couldn't do enough. I think he was decent today, though. Carlos Pineda, who has been playing well in the tournament, comes on to see if he can impact this last 7 minutes, 6 minutes plus stoppages. Joke region, USA versus Mexico every other Gold Cup. Yeah, Osula, not so good. If I hear me attack. Chelsea have maybe 5 or 6 players in whisper position and keep buying more. Yeah, man. Chelsea are stockpile like crazy. Oh, not enough quality on that cross, but that was a decent opportunity. Here's Rosales on the ball. Looks like he's going to lose it. Doesn't. This is a good ball over the top to Santi. What can he do with it? 1v1. Maldonado does well. And that one didn't go to play. Santi's down. Can't believe he didn't get a foul there. Jeez, ref. Well done. Finally him do something. Palmer. No. Why are you back? Referee is not playing the ball. Referee, man. Come on. Honduras picking up them tempo, intensity. Looks like they might fashion a chance here. Cristiano. That one was poor to David Flores, but he deals with it. Tried to give that one away. Maldonado. Martinez. Arriaga back to Martinez. Good ball. Rosales. That's too close to Araujo. He clears it. One thing Araujo have his coverage pace, brother. Fast. Yeah, man. That's all them there wait for, man. Just give it the last 5 minutes for try to think. I think based on how it's going, then we'll get one good chance, you know. Think so. A so-called big country can't even make it out of the group, man. I tell you. So again, they're gonna try this long throw from this right-hand side. And that's into the box. 2 Mexicans go for it. It's a mix-up. Good cross. Ooh, well played by Mexico, clearing that one. Maldonado. David Flores. Is he gonna just lump one into the box? No, he plays it short. Here's Pineda to Davy. Flores. Maldonado. Back to Flores now. Flores tried to find Palmer. Couldn't get it to him. Here's Jimenez. Poor giveaway from Jimenez. Here's Rosales. Here's Arriaga now down the left. Cuts back on Huerta. Good ball into space. Ooh. Palmer tried to flick that one into the path of Pineda, but didn't come off. Was on, just didn't execute it. Here's Arriaga, and it just looks like one team trying to score against the other now. That's blocked by Jimenez. And well won second ball by, and that's brilliant from Cristiano that time. Just bodies up against Santiago Jimenez. Do fine for a big dude. He's kind of slight. Gets bounced off the ball too easily for me, Santiago. Yep. That is true. Wage package better. More money to go around. Good layout from Palmer. Telling you, man, I can see Honduras just at least fashioning a decent enough chance here before this game done. They need to turn some of this position into some shots on target though, because they run the risk of just running out of time here. But Mexico also seeing the moment and comfortable in their shape. And that's well played by Palma, and he's going to be pulled back. Yellow card to Araujo. Tough player to face when you've been on the pitch 80 minutes. You know, Palma is going to kill it with change of pace and change of direction. and he knew he was in trouble. Just started hanging on for dear life once he pushed it by him. And Palmer thought about continuing to go for it, but then said, you know what? Let me just stop and get my foul there, man. Careless slide tackle. So it looks like another sub for Honduras, and Mexico are preparing 2 more. So David Flores comes off and he cannot believe it. He's shaking his head. He can't believe it. But it looks like he's throwing the kitchen sink at this point. I think that was number 17, right? No. Who was that? 16? Oh, Edwin Rodriguez. So Edwin comes on, the Olympia player. Well played by Araujo there. Heading it back calmly to his keeper. That will kill another, I don't know how much time. I don't think that they have the rule in the Gold Cup that they have in the Club World Cup of a corner kick after 8 seconds. But the keeper does clear. Well won by Jimenez. And then Huerta is not strong enough to get through the challenge of Maldonado. So we're into injury time. Looks like Orbelin Pineda and Eric Lira will be coming on. So going back to 1 strike up top to close off this game. They might also sacrifice Alexis Vega here and bring on the more defensive midfield-minded Lira. So it's Raul Jimenez and who is the other player? Maybe it could be Ruiz too. Yeah, Ruiz comes off. So like for like in midfield and sacrificing a striker for a more midfield type player in Pineda. So Pineda probably will drop in just behind Santi Jimenez, or maybe even a little deeper in midfield. It looks like they're telling him to push up now. I guess in the press, they do want him to stay as an attacker. And that ball goes out harmlessly for a throw to Mexico. We have 7 minutes of injury time on the board, so let's see. I don't know why this is saying 6. They have 7 up on my TV, so let's see what is actually correct. And this one is pumped long. Honduras yet to get on the ball really in this injury time. It looks like a offside call for Honduras. Oh my gosh, why them don't play that pass, that reverse pass, man? Vegas worked hard tonight on that left side, tracking back, helping out. See him collect that ball, a lot in that defensive third on the wing to relieve pressure, clear the ball, play 1-2s, get it out. Put in a good shift tonight. He should be up there in distance covered because you might find half space in a midfield and wide, he might track back. I'm supposed to cover a whole heap of ground. Good ball into midfield, Arriaga. Everything's going back towards their own goal. They can't get anything going forward. Benivar goes long. Flicked on. Cleared again by Mexico. This is go all the way to the goalkeeper. We're into the last 3.5 minutes now, so it's now or never for Honduras. I kept saying they're going to get one more chance, but boy, I don't know. Game soon done. It's a good diagonal ball. Orozco gets that one. Second ball picked up in midfield by Pineda. Pineda is clobbered in his head by his namesake. Pineda just clapped the man in the head. Come on, man. One thing the man I can sell foul, brother. Very poor. Have to just take a risk and throw everything at it. May as well lose by 2 facts. Mexico look a bit scattered. Can they undo Team USA, or is it just... Well, is it just versus another team? I mean, I think Mexico pretty much just is like, there's really no need to take a risk right now. But at the same time, with it going straight to penalties, yeah, I think once they got to about 80 minutes or so, they just said, you know what? Because they did go for it. I mean, they had Santi and Raul out there thinking that maybe they could spring something, but Honduras been really, really safe in possession. I mean, I think at times too safe because they're not taking enough risk on the ball to get in behind. You know, everything is in front of Mexico. Has Lauderdale ever played like a Gold Cup for us? I don't know why, but I don't remember seeing it. No, he's never played like a Gold Cup. He didn't play in 23. I know he didn't play in 21. Yo. Yeah, the Mexican brother are the worst, you know, about the man. Well, I know, say, I'm not feeling foot through, you know. What I mean, slap that in face, yes. Yeah, he never played for us at the Gold Cup. And Lyra come and get yellow card. Whatever, to check for red card. Yeah, man, I'm not playing none, man. Alright, no red card. So just keep the ball up the field, now, brother. 1 minute and 1 10-second leaving. Good flick. Good flick again. Ooh. I don't know, Mexico just get the bounce them. To who, brother? Jeez, what kind of ball does play, sir? This number 26 are the worst player for the team, you know, man. All him good for a long throw. Cristiano, man. Or Crisanto, whatever you want him. Yeah, Crisanto. Him not good. Yeah, man, to not have him in the 60 was a madness. Arboleda come on and just all him good for win some flick on. That's it. So this done, people. One love Mexico it look like, you know. So USA, Mexico again. Honduras really, for all this territory and possession towards the end of the game, them just never create enough to go along with it. Everything in a midfield. and then own third. Defensive third. I think the ref will probably give it one more chance to get the ball up the field. And then that's it. Well done, Rosales. Jesus Christ, what kind of ball that, sir? Man, kick ball straight at the people in box for done the game. Blow it off, ref. Hit that, ref. Blow it. Yeah, nothing. I don't know who the hell he was passing to. But he been doing that mess all game, man. Crisanto. Bag of foolishness. See there? And that's it, people. You could have said it before the tournament start. USA Mexico in the final, people. 1-0, they get the job done. They get the job done. And this right here is the stats for the game. Look at the player of the match, people. One young Mora. All right, so let's look at the overall stats, people. Again, Mexico triumph 1-0. They will face USA Sunday, 6 o'clock. So yeah, I'll be here for that one. We'll do that one live, people. We've done quite a few Gold Cup games, of course, all the Jamaica ones, some knockout games. So why not, people? We're not going not to the final. So Sunday, 6 o'clock, we'll turn up for that, people. Yeah, man. Sunday at 6, we'll be here, people. All right, so 3 big chances went to Mexico. They had the edge in possession, 56-44. Obviously, they dominated first half possession, but then Honduras had the better of the possession in the second half when the game kind of changed around due to Mexico holding on to the lead. 10 shots to 6. 2 saves for Menivar, 1 for Malagon. 5 corners to Honduras, 2 to Mexico. Mexico had about 100 more passes attempted, just about had 6 more tackles. This was a very rough game. 5 yellow cards to Mexico, 4 to Honduras, and some potential reds in the mix as well. 4 shots on target alone for Mexico, 1 for Honduras. So stingy in defense all the same. Honduras didn't really give up that much apart from the early stretch of the game where I thought they were really in big trouble, and early in the second half as well. When you look at Mexico's attack, very evenly balanced. Most of the game played in that middle third, central, right, left, with a little bit more joy down the right-hand side. Honduras, most of their attacks coming down the left-hand side, but pretty much petering out around midfield most of the time. Honduras, interestingly, had 1 more touch in the penalty area against their opponents. You can see most of the game was played in the defensive third, or the middle third, sorry, but more of the game played in Mexico's defensive third, mainly due to the fact that they did have a very patient build-up most of the time, not necessarily because Honduras was attacking them the whole time. Honduras did lead in entries, though, 62-45. Again, if you look at the breakdown between halves, I'm sure you'll see a big difference between the first and second. So in the first half, when it comes down to entries, it was 24-24. And then in the second half, you see that big discrepancy form where Honduras had 17 more entries than Mexico. So that's an interesting one there as well. Final third phase, Honduras had a few more attempts, but you can see the accuracy in the final third not good enough. Only 38% for Honduras, not connecting those passes in the final third. Long passes, Honduras went long a few more times. Mexico 43. That's a little bit high for them even. Crosses into the box, only 3 completed by both teams. Not very good percentages there. Duels, there was dead even. Ground duels, slight advantage to Mexico. Aerial duels, slight advantage to Honduras. 1 error led to a shot for Mexico today. No errors today for Honduras, except for that 1 lapse for the goal where the defensive shape was all wrong. Nobody really covering that left defensive side, that right attacking side of Mexico. Jimenez running through to exploit that with a brilliant lace finish to the far post that no keeper is really going to stop, people. So that is pretty much the recap of the semifinal game. It was a nice game for sure, very tactical. I think Mexico fans might not be so thrilled with the manner of the victory and the performance, but I think they did what they had to, and definitely they will know that the big one is coming up on Sunday. Last time these two teams met would have been, or at the Gold Cup would have been the last Gold Cup final. It was them who they beat, or was it? Wait, who did they beat? Let's go back to no, we don't want 2000 and okay, yeah, 23. How did it go? Was it Panama they beat, or was it? Yeah, it was Panama. Sorry, Panama did knock them out. Yeah, so they beat Panama last time. So, well, the last time USA would have faced them would have been 2021. I think 2021 final. Yeah, so USA got the better of them that time, 1-0. So let's see. Last time they faced in a final at the Gold Cup, USA beat them 1-0. Let's see if Mexico can overturn that this time. We'll be here though for the coverage for that to bring you that game on Sunday. Yes, people. Tomorrow, Spain, Portugal in the afternoon. Ooh, might bring for the first time. I might bring some Euros women's to the channel tomorrow. Had some good games today. I watched. Spent more time watching the second game. To be honest, it was a good game between Switzerland and Norway. Norway in the end got the 2-1 win, come from behind in Switzerland's opening matchup as the host of the tournament. It was a real good one. So, people, look out for some more football on the channel. You know, here it is what we love to do most. Today, I had a nice program with the Reggae Girls. Hopefully, you guys, if you didn't watch it yet, you'll go back and take a look at that video. The turnout for that was kind of sad. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You guys don't really love the Reggae Girls like I love the Reggae Boys, and that's clear. If I was talking about Steve McLaren today for the 50 millionth time in the last 5 days, probably way more of you turn up. But it is what it is. I'm gonna always make the videos that I want to do anyway, and not to watch how many people really tune in. Obviously, we do this because we want people to enjoy the content and watch it and all those things. But at the end of the day, we're not gonna just make content because we think that's what people will watch. We're gonna do what we think deserve the content. And today, we wanted to give some respect to the girls. They did have their window where they played England. Yes, it didn't turn out well, but we still want to analyze them just like we would the Reggae Boys. So that was what today's show was about. If you haven't seen it, as I said before, get it out there, share it, let more people see it. Did have some thoughts and comments on the positives and negatives from that window just gone, and whether this coach is really leading us in the right direction heading into the October first window of the World Cup qualifiers for the women. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, people. Look out for the content. Not sure yet what the content will be, but it will either be afternoon Spain, Portugal, or I might bring you another episode where we talk about what the future looks like for some of our Reggae Boys players as far as movements in the summer. So yeah, not really sure what to bring tomorrow, to be honest, but definitely at some point, Jason Gooner TV will be bringing you some kind of content. All right. Mario said Mexico winning this tournament, Honduras surprise enough people. Good try, Honduras. At least you guys came back from that 6-0 for real. An ugly win is better than a. As long as it's not Tapa saying it, it's the right thing. That 60-year-old Mexico player, yeah, man, he's talented, man. 16-year-old assistant Mexico coach not talking about taking risk. No experimentation. Youth does good. They played Nation League final. That's right. That's the final I was thinking about. Honduras tried, just lack quality. Yeah, man. Good tactical setup. Them just never have enough up top for really cause the problems where them they need to. True indeed. The fight is the very least they could do, though. Effort is important. Yep. Spain women missing players. Yeah, I did see that, but they still have the great Mariana, so they have a chance. The girls did well, and I saw positive from it. All right, Dre the DJ. I wish you were around today to add some balance to the convo. Because most people were saying they don't say anything in terms of positive. Maybe they got some assurances that made them more comfortable with that team. Who knows what made them decide? Like you guys said, the player needs to prioritize the game over flossing facts. And we will never know. Yeah, because they're not going to tell you the truth, the full 100. I've heard some things, but as I said, I don't get enough source to corroborate. So when I bring out them news there, Yeah, man, people. Journalistic integrity. Even though man's ain't no damn journalist, I just have a YouTube channel, so I'm a content creator, I believe the word is. But yeah, how I do my thing, I think people might, even I had one. I'm sure that was a genuine question. She asked me if I've ever done any schooling for journalism or communications, which I haven't. But I mean, I did do schooling otherwise for other things. Anyway, people, you don't know, can stay and hold a reasoning for a while, but if I get up the end of the night, a man's want to get them rest. Another full day coming tomorrow. So, people, thanks again for the support on the live. Let me see how the likes them looking. We had 49 votes and we have 54 likes. So that's always great when the votes are even less than the actual likes total. That is wonderful. So people, we asked for the 50 likes, we got them, so we can't complain. Let me also big up the folks that showed some monetary support tonight. One with the £5 and Garth with the 1999 super chat as well. We really greatly appreciate those things. All right. Yeah, man. Thanks, I had one. Really appreciate you being a part of the convo tonight and staying engaged and in tune with what's going on. Definitely add value to all the shows because you always have some good takes. Yourself, one MF, always getting involved. I always tell you guys when you guys watching my content, I always bring it up like you guys really obviously I have to provide the platform for you guys to come and have the convos, but it definitely makes the shows flow a lot better when people are engaging throughout the content. So we really, really do appreciate you guys doing that when you're here. And as you can see, I don't shy away from highlighting what you guys say and having the conversation with you guys as well. But yeah, man, people, blessings to each and every one of you. We will check back in tomorrow. Like I said, just look out, people, have on your bell notifications because definitely at some point I will be forwarding with some content for you guys to enjoy. All right, people. But big up on yourselves and you know the drill. When we get to the end of the videos, at this time we always say these words. I am Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV, and I don't even know who to say come on to tonight. But big up on yourselves, people. Get some rest. Jobless, and we'll check in soon. Bless.